Good evening, YouTube. This is Kayleen String coming at you with a bit of thrifting on a Thursday. Of course, by the time you'll see it, it will have already been Friday because I probably will not set this to upload till either overnight or tomorrow. But anyway, this all took place on a Thursday. So what I'm going to show you is mostly items I picked up at a thrift store, and then a couple items I picked up at a grocery store because I was in there picking up a few things for myself, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to add a couple items to add to my preps, and I'll show you what I got. So the two items that I bought at a thrift store, or at a grocery store, I just saw this laying in the laundry section of all places. So, you know, these little deodorants, they are good for travel. They'll be good for barter. You know, they're good for camping. So, I like to keep a few of these on hand. And so, I grabbed one of these. This is, it's the travel size. It's a Secret Outlast, so things like this, especially during the summer, will come in handy. But any time of the year, you know, these little things, if you can load up on a bunch of these, if you have the means to do it, do it. But if you can only get one at a time once in a while, do it. And then less than a couple bucks, I got 320 stick matches. There's 10 32 count boxes with a striker on each side, and they will stay wrapped up in this wrapper to keep them dry. So you're 120 matches for less than $2. And that is it for the grocery store. Now on to the thrift store. I'll just pull these out of the bag at random. This is a folding mirror. It's it's got two different, they both appear to be the same. One is not concave or convex or anything like that, but no, we all know the value of a mirror. But when you have two of them that are side by side, if you're signaling, you got double the action. And when it folds up, it's a great size to put in a small EDC pack or a purse or you know, a camping kit, or you know, just a hiking bag, something like that. So when I can find an extra one of these, it's worth $1 I dropped for it. And then another item that I found quite useful is a new, in the package, unopened, it's like a different kind of a super glue, but it bonds porous as well as solid materials. So this is not one of those where you have to mix two components together. So I figured, you know what, this might be worth trying on some future projects, or just to have on hand in case something needs to be stuck together and any other things I have might not work. Or if I run out of something else, I got this as a fallback. And heck, it's a pretty good size. It's 2 ounces or 58.15 milliliters, if you want to go by that. And then another little thing I found, another item that has never been used, is a mini ice bag. I'll just pop it out of the cardboard to show you how much it will expand. It only expands about that much, whereas your other ice bags that are of this style would be like quadruple the size of this. But you can still put a good number of ice cubes in there. So something like this would be good for much smaller areas, or for use on children. And of course you can, in addition to using it as a wound thing, you could even possibly use these things as a cooler, as an ice bag for a cooler. So you could put some ice in there, especially if you had one of the bigger ones. Fill that thing full, you seal that bugger up, you won't have water leaking everywhere because it will all be contained inside of this. And because this is it's sealed, so that any ice that melts will be contained inside of the bag. And this has a nice screw top, so it's easy to seal up. So yeah, I couldn't pass this up. And when you squeeze all the air out of it, tighten it up, it packs really small. So this would be great for a comprehensive medical kit as well. And then I found this partial roll of purple duct tape. Normally I probably wouldn't go for a colored duct tape other than maybe orange. But this purple, I couldn't pass it up. And if I wanted to, I could flatten this. I could squeeze it to flat pack it, so it would take up less space. Or I could just save it for home use and save my Gorilla Tape for for when I really need something stuck good. And then I have this this napkin pack, which originally someone bought at Walmart. It originally had 250, but it appears that maybe a quarter of them were taken out and then left at the thrift store. And because it's taped, well, nearly taped shut, but I can fix that. I can completely close this up to completely seal it. So, napkins, a good substitution for paper towels because they are flat. So that's, when I see napkins like this, I don't care if it's a partial pack, I'll stick at it. And then something that I thought I would try in the summer, I found this pair of smart wool socks, but they would be the kind that you would wear in sandals. Now these would be for summer wear. They just have this little plastic thing, but because they are smart wool, I have two other pairs of smart wool socks that I also picked up at thrift stores. So I figured, for summer wear, if I'm wearing sandals but not necessarily wearing flip-flops, I could wear these instead of my tabby socks. So, or I could wear these as a sock liner underneath another sock. So I figured I'll give these a try in the summer. And then I found these are the stirring straws. but they could also be used as drinking straws out of a small container. So there are not a whole lot left in this box that originally had, I'm not sure, it doesn't say how many, or it used to be 1,000, but there's probably maybe a couple hundred left in here, if even that, but still, I have a small number of these, so I've thought, you know what, I'll add a few more. Then another item that I saw that I decided to go for. This is a partial pack. It's taped up, so I'm not sure how many are left in here. These Keurig coffees. This is vanilla cream puff flavor. Apparently someone bought this, didn't like it, took it to a thrift store. Even though I don't have a K-Cup brewer, that doesn't matter because this is something that I can cut the foil top off and brew it like any other coffee. So I have a pretty good collection of these K-Cups, so these will simply be added to it. And then another item I've found, if you know someone who deals with incontinence, don't be embarrassed. Guys, if you're looking at this and you see something like this, if you know of a woman, especially who deals with incontinence, and these are even thick enough that they could be used for light menstrual periods. And of course, you can also use these as a wound cover, and then you put the tape over the adhesive to keep it in place, using it as a dressing. So these are for for incontinence, but these kinds of things, lots of uses, just like the other pads. So there's 29. It's just 29 more than I already had. And then the last item, not really a prep, but I saw this funky skirt and I decided to go for it. Heck, it was only $4 for this skirt, so. It's a heavier weight than the other two skirts that are the size that I would wear. So this will be a good winter weight. And of course, when a woman wears a long skirt with pants underneath it, the skirt acts as a heat trap to help keep you warmer. So it's all about the layering. So there's a hint for you ladies out there. If you want to keep warm but you don't have a long coat, wear a long skirt over your pants, and that will help keep your legs warm. So there's your freebie tip for the day. So again, this will be uploaded either overnight or tomorrow, so by the time you see this, it will already be Friday. So just thought I'd show you different things you can find at the thrift stores. So I hope this gives you some ideas, and even grocery stores. You can find all kinds of useful items to add to your supplies. Even at a grocery store. So you got to think outside the box or think outside the bag. And of course, bags like this, I use bags that size for my kitchen trash can because they're the perfect size for it. That way I don't have to get into a box of bags that I bought at a store that you would usually use for kitchen trash or for small kitchen, small 13-gallon size trash can. I can save those, so when I get a bag this size from whatever store I'm in, like Walgreens has it, I can get it from Target, I can get it from Walmart, and some department stores will have bags this size. Or a restaurant that does delivery or carryout may use something like this. Now this has a big old chile on it. So this is from Chile's. This is from a restaurant. It has a big old chile on it. Again, this bag got donated to a thrift store. I use it to bring all this stuff home, and now use it again. So, save these kinds of bags, especially this size if you can, because you never know when they'll come in handy. I'll go ahead and get this up for you so you can have something to look at on Friday. And thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.